All right, welcome to the idea of where we explore the noise, the nuance, and everything in between. I am Mike.
And I am Michael B. Jordan.
And this is the space where culture, creativity, and conversation collide. Let's get into it. What's going on, Bossy?
Nothing. This week went by so fast that I feel like we did this an hour and a half ago. Like,
Yo,
I did
for
not
real.
participate in this week whatsoever because it just went by too fast.
I feel like I participated too much. I'm
Oh,
I'm I'm
yeah.
doing I'm doing the most right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I acknowledge when it's like I'm doing the most. I'm getting ready to go to South by Southwest. And I'm presenting like my own research. So I'm preparing, you know how that goes when you're preparing for something that's like a big presentation and our organization is going, right? So the organization is exhibiting in the expo area and I'm coordinating that as well, right? I'm like the communications person or whatever. And so I don't know, the convergence of both of those things, it's like for the work stuff, for the expo, like that side of my brain has to be like so detail oriented. And that is not my strong suit. And making sure like, oh, do we order the supplies? Do we send it? I have to go to FedEx and make sure that they received it. And then, this has to be up. Our website has to be updated. And I'm also trying to like create a really, really dope presentation. Like I'm really trying to like do something different with it and I just can't get in the space to create while
Mm.
I'm doing this stuff. And I told you our house is
Yeah.
under
I
construction.
it too.
It's just a lot going on. I'm doing too much. I'm doing too much. I'm
When,
taxed.
you, when is South by Southwest?
We leave on Sunday. My presentation is not until next Wednesday. So I have good time, but in preparation to leave, we didn't anticipate that we would be out of our home
Yeah.
while I'm planning. So I had to pack. I leave Sunday to travel. I had to pack yesterday for my trip next week. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I wasn't thinking about what I'm gonna wear on
Yeah.
stage. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like
you said tell the people what happened.
Yeah, so what is it? November of last year, we had a leak in our home and out of our kids' bathroom, just a random leak. And it created all of this water damage onto our first floor, from the second floor to the first floor. And so our kids' bathroom is getting completely redone. And basically, our entire first floor has to be like sanded and refinished and painted, and drywall has to go up. And so they started the work on last Thursday. And so even that, they were in like literally knocking walls down, drilling. I'm on calls trying to answer. They're like sledgehammering the walls down. And we had to be out of the house starting yesterday for 2 weeks, which that's what they're telling us, 2 weeks. But you know how contractors are. It'll be a month, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So we're in this Airbnb around the corner, so it's convenient. Nothing is really disrupted, like for our daughter's school and things like that. But it's just you're not in your home. We had to go get food, and like we're thinking like, and it just happened so quick.
Yeah.
Seems like, and so we're displaced. I have like 5 different bags packed. I have like the bags for us to be here in this house, and then when I come back, and then my specific bag for South by Southwest. I have stuff from my job that I'm sending. So it's just
Can you go back to your house and get stuff?
no, that's the
Yeah.
thing. Oh, because they said
Wow.
because so they're doing the floors, and once they're sanding the floors today, like they started today, and then they're putting like it's a series of coats that have to go. I've learned too much about hardwood floors apparently, and they had to do all these coats. They had to put a coat down, then they had to wait 24 hours. Put another coat down and wait 24 hours, and so while things are down, we can't go in. So I had to like, I don't know what I was wearing to present, and just like how many socks do I need? Am I gonna work out? Let me take my running shoes. Everything's
Uh,
dirty. So
I
yeah,
would
it's just
I would kirk out.
I am. I'm kirking out. This is me kirking out right here. This is it. This is what it looks like. So just trying to, I'm trying to take it one step at a time and not lose my shit, but I'm
That's
losing
all
it
you
right now.
can do for sure.
right. I'm
for
losing
sure.
it right now.
So
Yeah, yeah. What you said your week was crazy.
it wasn't crazy. It was just fast. I don't remember. I picked up E from school on Saturday,
Spring
and
break?
yeah, that's the only thing I can tell you definitively that I did. The week went by really, really fast. So
Mhm.
yeah, there was watch as soon as we hang up or stop recording, I'll remember, oh my God, I ran a marathon. I forgot.
Right.
But as for now, I don't think I did anything.
Yeah. I feel like since we last talked, like, it's been a lot of stuff in the culture happening,
Mm.
like a lot of moving pieces. We were supposed to talk about 50 and Ti. No, 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 that was cold. Never mind. Whatever. We were supposed to talk about it
You're
last week, and
frozen.
oh no, am I cut? Yeah, can't even blame Bossy this week. This is
Into
okay. My bad, y'all. I was saying this is how it feels to be on the other side of bad internet. I don't know. I don't know this feeling, Bossy. How did you do this for a year?
all right, first of all tea, all shade.
How did you
That was
do
that
this?
was that was unnecessary. Vaguely racist, I think. I just can't figure it out.
It's racist. That was a racist comment.
Yes, I'm
Ooh.
not sure how. I'll figure it out though.
All right, yeah, yeah. So we were saying we didn't even talk about Ti and 50 last week.
Yeah, yeah, we did not.
What is? I mean,
Unless this is gonna make you mad.
no, no, no. It's probably not gonna make. Well, it
No,
might
it'll
make
definitely
it.
make you mad.
Well, let me
It'll
just
definitely
let me tell you. Let me tell the audience. I have no allegiance. Yes, I'm New York all day. I have no allegiance to 50 Cent. I never. And this is not
evil.
revisionist history. This is not like, oh, you changing up. I've never liked 50 as an artist. I didn't like what he represented as someone that's like, looked at the culture, from a micro and macro lens. I was like Ebro. I really do believe that 50 was the beginning of the end of like the golden era of hip hop, or when hip hop was coming from a more pure place. I blame 50
Yeah.
solely. 50 and Juvenile. I don't know why Juvenile, but I feel like in
Why?
my brain
Why do you think that
about 50.
you froze? No, you just froze.
I'm back. Can you hear me?
Okay, you're moving now, but you're blurred. Yes, I can. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know Ebro's stand like, what is I mean, I agree. I cannot stand him. Like, I do not like him, but what is it that makes him the end of hip hop or whatever you and Ebro think?
When specifically for New York hip hop as well, like definitely New York hip hop, fifth, it's so on so many levels. It hits all levels. The sound of 50's music was to me more like universal. It was a universal sound that was like a mixture of the South, of LA, of Chicago. It had no New York feel to it. And so at that time, this is just my loose recollection and like reflecting back to how I felt at that time, like Dipset was running music, all, hip hop, especially East Coast. And 50's sound was so Dr. Dre and so sing-songy, and so like the sound of it is one thing. And then just like what he represented, like his persona, like the gangster, the shirt off, the guns in the camera.
I mean, 50. I mean, not 50, T.I. said he got the DMX package.
Yeah, right, but like didn't have the DMX something. You know what I'm
Well, no, but
saying?
that's basically what his point was. Like, they're like, oh, DMX, let's put that into this guy without any of the things that make DMX DMX.
Right. And when 50 came out with How to Rob and, the mixtape circuit, like he was doing his thing. He's always been a troll, right? And just the way that the white audience accepted all of that, like accepted that gangster image. Like he was like, there was gangster rap from the beginning, right? But he
Mhm.
like bastardized gangster rap and just made it too accessible. Like he made it too like fun. You know what I'm saying? Like he made that shit like, oh, it just wasn't dope to me. Even though I'm sure he was a gangster, I'm sure he was real and he had guns, he got
Yeah,
shot, blah
he
blah
got
blah blah blah.
shot
But
9.5 times.
it's like,
But I think I'm trying to even I was outside when 50 was outside.
yes,
I was in New York. I was outside,
hmm
and I still like, I know the names of his songs, but I don't know anything, like, I can't I've heard his songs, but, like,
Mhm.
I'm trying to recall, like, you were saying, "Oh, the sing song." I was like, "Okay, let me find a song." I don't know anything. Like, was it 21 Questions? Is that what it's called?
21
The
que
one
yeah,
where
yeah,
he's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Was
Da,
got in
da,
jail
da, da.
or whatever." So
Yeah, yeah,
that,
yeah.
Match, and then the birthday song. Those are 3 the birthday song. Those are 3 songs that pop in my head whenever I
Yeah,
think 50. I can't think of anything else. I'm sure there's other stuff, but I just don't see him as the king of New York. I don't see him as representing New York. I don't see any of that.
at all. Now, I mean, I was definitely outside too. That's when, like, it was club heavy, like, it was club every weekend on the streets and all that, and 50, I
Mhm.
mean, I knew that Gangster, the album, the main album with him on the cover with the gun,
With the bullet holes?
was it?
With the bullet holes? I mean,
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
bull yeah.
his album, like, his main album, every song on that album was, like, it was a good album, right? Like, it was,
Oh, Get Rich or Die Trying.
of course, Get Rich or Die Trying. Like, it was dope, like, that's the thing, it was dope. You know what? This might piss you off.
What?
Oh, wait a minute. Get Rich or Die Trying may have been like
What?
GNX,
What?
whereas
What are you talking about?
ooh, wait, I think I'm onto something. I don't it's not a fully baked thought yet, but you know how I've acknowledged that
Clearly, because
GN
what?
no, listen. GNX is a dope album. I just didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? I feel it's for me,
Mm.
this is just my personal thing. I feel like Get Rich or Die Trying was a dope album. Like I could conceptually see that it was and hear that it was good music, decent rapping for what he was doing, for his ability. I just didn't like it. And I just didn't like the it was like he was cosplaying New York. And maybe I don't think Kendrick was cosplaying LA, but in the moment when GNX came out, that's it was so heavily obviously an homage to LA, the way that I think 50 was trying to make I don't know, it's a half-baked theory, but
Yeah, that's, respectfully, that is half-baked
it's
because
half-baked, there's something
the
there,
only
Imma work on that one,
correlation
Imma work on that one.
the only correlation or connection is was your opening statement, which was, uh, what was it? You didn't like it? Or it's I can't remember what you said. It's a good album that you didn't like. Like,
Yeah,
that
it's
tracks.
a
The
good
rest of
al
it, there's no correlation. I'm actually I'm go trying to I don't remember his 2nd album
Mhm.
at all. I know In the Club, "Oh, what up, gangsta? What up?" Right?
Yeah, "What up, gangsta?" And, like
Is that Wanksta? Is that
mhm.
a song?
You da 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 da
Oh,
da
Many
da
Men.
da.
Okay, I know that song.
Like, every song on that album is fire, like, conceptually fire.
I PIMP. Dun, 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 dun. Is that him? I
Yeah,
don't care what
mhm.
you know. That's him? Okay, so I know
Yep,
that
that's
song.
him, that's him. You know every song on that album. You know every
I
if you
don't.
hear it,
I promise
if
you
you
I don't.
heard them, you would be like, "Oh, that's oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah."
Maybe that's the case because I'm
Yeah,
not
especially if you were
recognizing
outside of New York, you just could not get away from that album. Like, you could not get away from "Many men wish death upon me, blood in my eyes, and I can see." Like that, like, again, singing, it just, any
why he
but
well, he did what he this is when I knew he was bullshit. He destroyed Ja Rule for what he
mhm,
eventually started doing.
what he became, of course.
Yeah.
Yep, yep, absolutely. So go ahead, what were you saying? What did you say that what's the hot take that you said I won't like?
We're not there yet. We're talking about
Oh, we're
T.I.
not there yet. Okay, okay.
Yeah, we're
So,
just
yeah,
not talking about T.I.
so when T.I. and them started beefing, I was not on 50 side. You know, I saw a lot of the commentary online was like, "Oh, New York is your king, you know, y'all not gonna support someone from the South because 50" I have no allegiance to 50. All that to say, I have no allegiance to 50. I don't think he represents New York well. I never thought he
I don't
did.
know where that came from.
Never
I don't know
thought he
where
did.
I don't know where that came
Never thought
from.
he did.
I think Jay-Z might be the last person that I would say, "Oh, yeah, this nigga ran New York," or "This is your king." But even then, I don't even know.
Like
Does New
New
York even
York,
have
New
that?
No, not now, no, not at all, now,
No,
mm-mm.
but at all in the dawn of time.
Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure, I mean, yeah, it was
Okay.
Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas, you know, in that time frame. And I think around this 50 time
Yeah.
frame, it was Diplomats, it was Cam, it was Jewels, it was not Jim Jones at that point in time, but he had a little run too. I mean, that was it for sure. And the Diplomats kind of spawned off from when Rockefeller fell apart is when all of this stuff was able to happen. I think if
Mm.
Rockefeller stayed together, the Atlanta movement would not have been the same. It still would have been there, but it wouldn't. I don't think we get snap music. I don't think we get lean with it, rock with it
I
in the
think we would get
same
all of
way.
that.
We would
Yeah.
have got it, but it wouldn't have hit as hard. I don't think. That's always been my opinion.
This is what I mean, it's tangential, but I've always believed that all the things that we don't like about rap and hip hop now is supposed to exist. Like we're only supposed to see Sexy Red on BET Uncut. We're only
Yeah.
supposed to know about uh I keep wanting to say Lil Yachty. We're supposed to know about Lil Yachty because we have a baby cousin from Atlanta who has a mixtape by this. Like we're not supposed to know these people on like a global.
Okay. You were saying, yeah, we weren't supposed to. They weren't supposed to take up as much space. The Yachties,
Mm,
the Yin Yang, no, maybe not Yin Yang Twins, but that
I mean,
the big white
a
church.
little bit, a little
Some,
bit.
right? Yeah,
There were supposed to be some songs that let me be very, very clear. I don't mean this in a only East Coast music should exist, because I think that T.I. would still exist the
without
way
a
that
doubt,
he does.
without
I
a
think
doubt.
Outkast would definitely like, there are people, and we know who those people are, and we know how they show up, that
Mhm.
would that would erase that thinking, but there are these people who should just be mixtapes. Like, they should
Right.
just be mixtapes. You have to be in St. Louis to know who they are. You have to be in, whatever. And I was thinking about this the
Houston,
other
yeah.
day. There are, like, all these, like, it's the Camden Bop that people are doing on TikTok. I was like, "We're not supposed to know this. You're supposed to have a
Mm,
cousin from Philly who teaches it to you when you go visit." Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're not supposed to have access to all these things that are so regional, because
yeah,
we're dissolving culture in a way that I don't like, but that's off topic.
yeah, yeah, yes, I
You should deny
definitely agree
allegiance
with that.
to you have no allegiance to 50, so T.I.
No, no Allegiant to 50, so when T.I. came at him, I mean, it's what we've been saying we wanted, right? We want bars, we want people to respond in the music,
Bar.
and T.I. did, like, right from the jump, like, it was just really well done.
Yeah.
Production, the bars, just the energy behind it, and for the first time
Angle.
the for the first time, I didn't mind T.I.'s accent. That's always been my thing with T.I., is that, like, his accent is just ridiculous, like, it's just out of
It's hip
control.
hop. That's Atlanta. Relax.
No,
Relax.
it's great, like, his accent is
No, it's
wild.
not. It's
It's
not.
but, I've always liked T.I. as an artist. People always said, the South Jay-Z, and they always label somebody to Jay-Z. I always thought T.I. was the South's Jay-Z. I think
Mhm.
they made it with Jeezy at one time, but, like, T.I. is such a dope rapper and lyricist,
Yeah. And he
um,
can rap
and just
for real. Like,
he
he
can
can
really
rap
rap, really rap,
real.
right,
Yeah,
right,
that
right.
the right one, I was like, "Oh my
Golly,
god. Are
golly.
you kidding? Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh
his
my
whole
god."
the way he was floating on the beat, that's the thing, T.I. floats on his beats, and he's been able to use his accent and vernacular to enhance, like, what he's doing and what he's saying, and it just works so well, and it's like we haven't heard him in such a long time like this, so
Yeah.
it was really refreshing to I just thought it was a class demonstration on battling, on just beef and just, keeping it on topic.
And 50 couldn't say anything except for, "Your wife's ugly." Okay. Like, I like this whole thing because it showcased just how ridiculous 50 Cent has been.
Yeah.
You're a grown man and you're
Mhm.
posting somebody's wife and you're, like, calling their kids like, what do you look ridiculous. You
Yeah,
look
he's
ridiculous.
50 years old. Like, he is literally 50 years old
Yeah.
and, like, engaging in that way. I follow 50 on Instagram for I don't even know why. It's just like one of those people you follow just to
Yeah,
have. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And I always see his posts. And the thing that always pissed me off about 50's posts is like the people that like hype him up. It's like when they're like, oh, 50, he's unstoppable. Oh, I wouldn't wish 50 on anybody. But it's like
yeah,
you're gassing it. Like you're
yeah,
gassing him and you're
yeah.
feeding it. You're feeding it. He looks at those and be like, yeah, I'm that guy, right?
And also the only reason oh, actually, I pulled up the lyrics. There was a one part that I wanted to, what was it? "Nigga, you got less talent, you're less attractive, more average. You ain't got more motion, you're just moving where it's less traffic." I was like,
And the way he did, he was like, both at it, oh at it, oh
"Oh
at it. That
my
shit was
god."
crazy. That shit was crazy.
It
That
was
shit was
so,
crazy.
so good, but it's like the
Yeah.
emperor, Domani, the emperor has no clothes
No clothes.
because
Yeah.
the only people he goes after are people who just don't want their shit out there. They
Yeah.
don't want people to be reminded of stuff that they did or, stuff like that. So people were just like, all right, he can pay
Yeah.
people to do some, okay, I'll just step back. But this time he's like, I got money too. He's not the only one
Exactly.
who was
Like
grinding for him. Like,
we in the same boat. Yeah.
I got
50
money.
ain't that rich. 50 ain't that if he has more money than T.I., it ain't that much. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, but 50 is a classic bully. I mean, and
100%.
everybody circles around 50 like the high school bully,
Mhm.
and everybody knows that the best way to confront a bully is just directly. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like whether it's with words, whether it's with, stepping to them on some level, and it just like it stopped it. Like
Yeah.
that was the first time that we've seen 50 in all of his years of bullying. I mean, he's bullied everybody from Drake, Rick Ross, all the way down, to his own crew, Tony Ayo and them, and
Child.
like everybody. So I just thought it was dope that Ti was just like, "Look, I'm gonna drop 3 songs back
Yeah.
to back to back, and my kid's gonna jump you. We all gonna stomp you out." The video of them with the family around the
Yeah.
table.
The family flex, like, come on.
My
We
God,
Family flex is
that
crazy.
is Do you understand like what a maniacal diss that is? Like you're not saying nothing, but I have people around my table that love
And
me.
they love
That's
me.
it.
They actually love me. I have
That
kids who
is
respect me, who wanna be around me.
cra
My
who are
mom's still
actually
alive.
following in my footsteps, right? Like,
Yeah,
I'm an entertainer, rapper, MC, and so are my kids. So,
yeah.
like, that's just the most
Beyond that, 'cause
crazy
I've
flex.
been so he's got Domani, who's
Mhm.
fucking dope. He's got
Yo,
King, who, he's a YN, he's out there doing his thing, but
right. There's
his
always
approach
one.
was like he was like, "I can say everything my dad can't say about you,
Exact oh,
and I'm
beautiful.
too young to have dirt on unless you find something I did in the 2nd grade, so I
Right.
could" like, he was that angle, dude. But then he's got his daughters are doing shit, like, outside of entertainment. Um,
Yeah.
the youngest the youngest girl is singing, she's amazing. Then you got Major, who I remember from when he was a kid, I was like, "What is he doing now?" He's like a straight A student, about to graduate high school, about to, like, go to law school or some shit, like, come on, like,
Yeah.
that
You
that's a
just can't
flex. That's
that's
a
a
flex.
it's a flex. And then
Mhm.
Domani. Let's talk
Oof.
about Domani. Listen, if I'm ever ignorant on something, Imma tell you, I did not know. Hey, my bad. I did not know about him. I've seen his face. When I saw him, I was like, "Oh, I've seen this kid before," right? Whether it's on the TV show or whatever, but I
Yeah,
didn't know he could rap like that. I
yeah,
did not know. Yo,
yeah.
that
I discovered him about a year or 2 ago
mhm,
on, I wanna say Instagram. And it was just like that whole, like, he's talking and walking and just, like, just going through his day, rapping about things. I was like, "Oh, he's dope. He's really, really dope." But then
talented.
this Miss Jackson,
Oh, man, why he do that?
oh, he did it so crisply too.
You know what? I had to Google something because I didn't know what he was saying. I was like, "What is he talking about?" And even at the moment, I can't remember. At the end of the last verse, he kept on repeating a word like firebud.
Firebud,
I was
Firebud.
like, I was like, "Is that 50's nickname? I've never heard of that. What's a firebud?" Yo, a firebud is what starts the fire. Like, it was just
And then one of the
masterfully
lines
done.
where he's like, "It's ironic you're not as hot as you used to be." Oh,
And the way he was just talking to him. Now, when you think about the fact, right, beyond the bars, beyond what he was saying, like, the way in which he was talking to him in such a mature he wasn't angry, he didn't raise his voice.
no,
It
he didn't
almost
curse. He didn't
he didn't
curse.
he didn't even curse on the whole song, right? He didn't really curse.
Nope.
It was, of course, I think it was I don't know if it was a subtle nod or an intentional nod to, Meet the Grams,
Mm.
but it was just masterfully done and using the Miss Jackson flip and just the whole thing, it was just a class act, a class demonstration, like,
But when
all
he
the way
said
through.
oh god, what did he say? He said something that had me like I had to press pause and just like think about
Yeah,
my life for a little bit. What did he say?
right.
It was the one where he was like, "You know 50 Cent more than you know Curtis." And I was like, "Okay, that's like." Oh, when he was like, he said, I can't remember the exact line, but he's like, "We thought it was funny then, but now we know there's something off about him." Like
Mhm. Yeah.
just that.
Yeah, yeah. In the same way that Meet the Grams, how Kendrick like, he psychoanalyzed Drake in a way that reflected everything that everybody felt about Drake, but it's like, "Nah, we ain't gonna say that." Like, maybe it's true, maybe it's not, but you know what I'm saying? It was just like, he
There's no
found
reason
that
to say it.
pocket. Right, he found this pocket and this moment to expose 50, who is a could be a grandfather. Like 50 is 50 years old. So with Kendrick and Drake, they're two peers.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? They're like, fighting in the high school cafeteria. They fight on the yard. With Domani and 50, it's like talking to your uncle or
like,
like your father.
I'm 25 years old, you're
Right.
50, I'm talking to your mother about your behavior. Like, what?
As if
Yeah, he's like, "Are you ashamed of what he's doing to your legacy?"
oh my God.
I said, next time you miss your mom, I can send you right to her." When he was like, when he was just like, "Listen, I'm more level-headed than the people like, I'm here to talk to you because the
Right.
people behind
Before
me,
exactly. Before
you have
these
time.
niggas.
I got here
Right.
first. You have time."
Yeah,
And
and
I
I think it's
mm,
perfect that 50 didn't respond. I'm glad he didn't. We don't wanna hear 50 rap anything new,
no.
promise you. We don't
But
want
this is how I
nobody
know that
want
the Harrises won, though. He deleted 2 posts.
delete
He never
yeah, all
deletes
the
posts.
posts. All the
And
posts
then he
about
was
them,
like,
he
"Oh,
deleted.
I'm getting on a plane. I'm flying away. I don't wanna do this anymore." I was like, "Okay, you lost.
Yeah, you got
You
it.
lost.
They got
People
you. But
see you now. The emperor has no clothes."
and people encouraging and like, "Yo, 50, you gotta rap, you gotta drop something." Nobody I'm telling you what I know. Nobody wants to hear 50 rap anything that's current. We don't wanna hear 50 on any new beat. We don't wanna hear we if he redoes Many Men and put T.I.'s name in it, maybe, but nobody wants to it would be an embarrassment. Now that would embarrass New York if he
Mhm.
were to get on a beat and try to go crazy. The only thing he could do is flex his money, make find some dirt on T.I. or, just some bullshit, but
Whatever's out
from
on TI's is out on TI. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like, there's no
yeah.
it's you can't embarrass him because whatever's out's out. And again, what I found more frustrating than the people who are like, "Oh, get in the booth, get in the booth," are the people who's like, "Oh, he's too rich to care."
Yeah,
What do you mean
right,
he's too
okay.
rich? Like, you're not rich. And his being rich is not it's not gonna help you. Like, why are you
Right.
people in the comment section like, "Ah, he doesn't care because 'cause he's got so much money. I would ignore him too because I got so much money." Oh, come on, get a
Let
grip.
alone yet and still he's on Instagram every day trolling anybody who he can. So he's not that rich if he's he's not that busy either. If
Exactly.
he
He's
if
got
he's
time.
posting 4 and 5, 6 times a day, about, whoever. But yeah, I'm really glad that go ahead.
what Ti said about the reason why you're so successful because you're quick to sell out black people. That's why
My God.
you wanna say you're more successful than all of us? Well, this is what we don't do, and what
Right.
how we're not gonna to get ahead, but you're cool
Yeah.
with doing all of that. It just it it's not going to, like, stop him where it's like, "Oh, I have nothing now," but it's enough of a dent where people are like, "We don't take you seriously anymore."
Right. And if he tries to come at anybody, because he's been I think we talked about it here briefly the past couple weeks. He's been going at a bunch of MCs. He's been going at Jim Jones for the past few weeks on some
Yeah.
something and some
Paid his landlord.
yeah. And he went at Fab and Davies and those guys and
I mean,
Cameron. They always going back and forth.
Fab was cracking out too. I think
Yeah,
it's been a
he was.
steady process,
Oh, that's right. Fab did go at him directly. That was
and it went
crazy.
crazy, and went
Went crazy.
crazy.
He's been going at Cameron. So I mean, I think this is gonna stop him a little bit. It's gonna make him think next time he posts something crazy for sure. But I think I know what you're gonna say. And I think you think that I'm gonna be upset, but I think we agree. If I think I know what I
Alright,
think
say it.
you're gonna say.
Alright,
No, you
say it.
say it. I want you to say it. You say it. You
No,
say
you
it.
say it since you know.
Okay. This is what I think. Because the halfway through Domani's song, I was like, Cole, this could have been you, bro. Could have been you, bro. Right? Is that it?
This is what it is.
Oh,
Everything that you have said to me about Cole, I heard Domani. Domani,
everything.
all the like, I'm just telling you about my day. I'm just walking you through my life. I'm just
That's
calmly expressing
it.
the shit I'm calmly doing this. I'm peaceful. I just want to talk to you about all that shit that you say about Cole. I hear from Domani because after Miss Jackson, I went back and I listened to his. I was like, this is who this is who I imagine Cole to be based on what y'all say to me about Cole. Domani.
Mm-hmm. No, you're spot on. Ask my group chat. As soon as I heard Sorry Miss Jackson, I sent it to the group chat and I was like, this could have been Cole. And
Mhm.
all the Cole lovers. See, you think I'm a Cole lover? Let me name you my name. Ryan. I'm gonna just say Ryan. Because Ryan is the main one. Like Ryan is the president of J. Cole's fan club right now to this day. And that's my boy. But I mean, he'll write me a thesis of every move that J. Cole does. But I'm gonna say this. Two things about Cole, because I think it really does all play into each other. And a place where hip hop is right now, in a way that I think hip hop could kind of like regain some traction from like a street perspective, not street like gangster, but like street like this is a like where hip hop came from. Hip hop came from the street. Hip hop was relational. Hip
Mhm.
hop was regardless if you really had beef with someone or if you had beef with their hood or whatever, it was the bridge is over. The whole bridge. If you lived there, it didn't matter. The bridge is over. Going back to, Big everybody like Big Daddy Kane. Remember Big Daddy Kane had beef with Kool Moe Dee? Like,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't really have beef. It was just, but it was years long on wax. They was going back and forth.
Mhm.
The more the industry integrated within hip hop, the less relational the music got, right? And the more things happen like what Cole did. So two things about Cole. One, I really do think the album is getting better sonically as I listen to it more.
Mhm.
Sonically, like I could sit with it a little bit more and I get it. I really do get what he was doing with that album. And two, him not responding and choosing the narrative in that beef is going to be like it is a bigger misstep than I think we all know right now. I think that was a really, really dumb thing for him to do. To be like, I'm backing out. And we knew that back then. But the more we're seeing the elder statesmen, not the young guys. The more we're seeing Fab and even Cameron on his show, It Is What It Is, and he does a little freestyle before the show, and how he went at Dame, very not rah rah angry,
Mhm.
in a suit and tie saying like, "Yo, dang, we was boys. Like, what's going on?" and wrapped it beautifully.
Yeah.
Domani is another example. At his level, there's no reason why he should have taken the step he did. The more time goes on, the angrier I get about it. I thought I was over it, and I keep on getting re-angry about it.
You're not over it because it was so stupid.
It's
And I say that respectfully because you put out 7 Minute Drill, which is not a good song, and then you took it back, but then you didn't just take it back, you apologized. And then you didn't just apologize, you're like, "You get a free hit?" Like, "I got my chin out." Like, what? Too much of this is weird and terrible. But then you keep trying to come back and be like, "No, what really happened?" Like, we were sitting there watching this shit happen, like, now
right.
you're too peaceful? Oh, you
Yeah.
love him too much. Oh, okay, you're above it. Like, what
What is it, man? What is it? What is it? Which so yeah, for I wanna disagree with you. 7 Minute Drill was a dope song. That shit was
oh
fire.
god, no, it wasn't.
That shit
No,
was
it wasn't.
fire. That
No,
shit
it
but
wasn't.
here's
No,
why
it wasn't.
it was fire because of where it sat in between everything that was happening. Because if you like, it was like, shit, we got it. Like it was like the climb up to a roller coaster was 7 Minute Drill. It was like, oh shit, here we go. And then you got to the top, and Cole's like, I don't want to go down. I'm gonna take the steps down. I don't want to go
7
down.
Minute Drill was not a good song.
What?
I
No,
can't
that's
let
so,
you have that. I can't let you
let
have
me
that.
listen to it
No,
again. I haven't listened to it in a while, but
it's not a good
I
song.
remember it
I'm
being a good song.
about
Let's
that.
put it like that. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think I've seen quite a few think pieces the past think, you know, Instagram clips of folks really going in on Cole. And I generally have stayed away from those because I really do like what Cole represents, big picture. But
Mhm.
folks have been calling him out about like cosplaying poor. I don't know how I feel about it. Have you seen that?
Yeah, with
Like,
his
bro,
Honda Civic or Honda
yeah,
Accord.
Civic, and he's flipping burgers. Like, all right, man. Like the
That's
whole
a lot.
thing. What? Who moves like that? Like, he's rich. I don't care about his money, what he has or doesn't have. But clearly, Cole is an act, right? Like he's like all of this. Oh, I'm gonna go and do a college tour, and I'm gonna be there with my fans and sell my CD for $1, and I'm gonna look bummy, and I'm gonna go work at McDonald's, and I'm gonna drive. That is that is a facade. That's safe to say, right? Like that's
The thing with him is like, I don't know why you're pushing this so hard. Like, why is this so important to you at your big age? And I don't even mean that like disparaging. Like, you're 41 years old. You you can evolve. Like, you can be, oh, I used to be, and now I'm he whenever when I remember when you were saying that people were upset that he only talks about his life. He only talks about his life with absolutely no progression whatsoever. No
mm,
progression, no reflection.
yeah. You know,
And
I think
this is why I bring
go
like
ahead.
Domani. Domani is 25 years old. He can
Mm,
do that because he's 25 years old. He's still living in there. He's like, he's still trying to walk the walk and figure out where he is. I guarantee you at 41, based on what I saw with Miss Jackson, at 41, Domani is gonna be because his frame of mind, his frame of reference, the way that he thinks at 25 on that same trajectory when he gets older, it's gonna be on another level, which is exactly what it is that I want from Cole. All the things
yeah.
that you guys can say about Cole that you love, that you love, that you love, fantastic if he was 20 years old.
See, that's where I think you're a little too hard on Cole. But that's the thing. I don't even disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. I just don't like hearing it. That's really what it is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some people say something like, damn, that hurts. I agree with you. I can't even, and I am, Bassey, you know, like my whole platform outside of our podcast for my job is all about like manhood and, you know, raising young men. And, you know, you got to be a man. There's certain ways you got to operate as a man, right? So this is my hot take. As a man, you know, we don't want to promote violence. We don't want to, you know, we're not, you know, trying to be out here talking about slapping bitches and this and like, no, right? in order, and I this is my scholarly brain kicking in, especially for boys, especially for young men. I'm not a young man, but like men have to see it be done, right? You can't tell a young man, hey, stop acting like that, or stop thinking, stop being so reactionary. You gotta be more methodical. You gotta be more thoughtful in your actions. You can't tell a young man that. You have to show him how to do that, right?
Mhm,
And
mhm.
Cole just had a phenomenal opportunity to show young niggas how to be mature and how to um to sit in that space as an older man and kill niggas. You know what I'm saying? MC wise, battle wise, rap wise. He had it. It was right there. It was
Yeah.
right there. He didn't have to, my boy Ryan. Ryan always says, "Oh, you want him to go into a fake beef and just so that we could feel good about rap and that's his whole thing. So you want him to manufacture a beef? No, the beef
Just
was
talk
not
about how good you
manufactured.
are and show us
That's
how good
it.
you are.
In
It's literally
comparison to them, in comparison to them, you don't have to put. That's the thing. You don't have to put when you're dope. You don't have to put anybody down to show how dope you are. You could
mhm.
throw a little elbow jabs in there, but here's the last thing. That I'm talking too much. Here's the last thing. Have you
Okay.
seen the last like 3 days? This going back and forth between Cole and Sci-Hi the Prince.
I heard about it, but I didn't hear what I said.
Sci-Hi is probably one of my favorite. Just again, pure rappers, right? Cole did that song in 2016 about where he was like people thought he was loosely talking about Kanye. Remember that one where he was on the bus and he was talking
Yeah,
about too many yes men, blah blah blah. So Sci-Hi released, I think it was a preview of a song coming out for his album, where he made a line about Cole at the beginning of the song, and everybody's like, "Oh, this whole song was about Cole." And Sci-Hi was like, "Actually, it wasn't. This line was, but the whole song was just about, I'm better than niggas, right?" And he released a snippet, Sci-Hi did, of a song that's coming up where it sounds like he's definitely going at Cole, talking about, "Oh, you taking your Honda Civic, blah, blah, blah," just like going at him. And then I was like, wait, I forgot. Cole dissed Kanye for a whole song, right?
ooh,
That whole song, Cole was dissing Kanye, and maybe a little bit of Wale was in there too, where he was
yeah.
talking about like MCs that are something about like
What's the name of that
not
song? Is it the
appreciative
one
of
that
the fame. What is it?
is it
I
the one
can't
that
remember.
Wale was talking about?
Yes, it came out in 2016. It came out
Even
10 years
like
ago,
after he spoke to Cole and then the song came out. Okay, yeah, yeah.
right? So it is within Cole to go at other niggas on with bars. Like he's done it. But when
Mhm,
he had the moment to do it in the biggest stage, he backed out. And I just think like on some real shit, I just think that that is like I don't know him personally, but it is a cowardly act within the confines of rap music.
mhm.
And I don't know. I think the more and more I think about it, the more upset I get.
I mean, it did a lot of damage. We've spoken about this before, which is it was just a perfect opportunity to show and prove, and you didn't. And that
Yeah.
means something in hip hop.
Hmm.
And it means something in hip hop because we know that it means something to you.
It
That's
does
the thing.
that
Like
that
if
that's
it was
it.
like Lil Yachty or something, he's like, I don't even like rap that much. Fine. You know, whatever. But this is your shit. We know that you do this. We know that you've seen other people do this. So what is your
Right.
problem?
Yeah. And we know that he can do it too. We know that he can do it. It's not like, oh, he doesn't have the skill or he was scared. He wasn't scared because he did it.
Mhm.
He kind of started it. He was the firebud to this whole shit. He really elevated it to something else. And it was a really cowardly move to be like, hey, yo, I know I started it, but go ahead, punch me back, and then I'm gonna be out. That is why.
It's
Anyway.
gonna be but just going back to what I guess is just a lukewarm take. Everything that I have heard of Domani, I can use the exact same words that you trying to get me to get with Cole. I can use it on this kid, and I see it. I see it. Even the way that he raps, even the cadence and the way he walks through things like really slowly and
Mhm.
nonchalantly, like all of that. It's like I hear you say that about Cole, and I want to see
Even
that in
his
Cole.
tone, even
It
his tone of
also
voice.
even his tone of voice, even his tone of voice, even his. I'm so glad you said that because that was the first thing that caught me. I was like, and wasn't he part of Greenville though? Is it
Domani,
Domani?
was he?
Oh, I think so. But here, coming back together, because last week we talked about Keem, baby Keem, and how we kind of see it now,
Oh,
where he is in juxtaposition with Kenny or
mhm,
Kendrick. Kenny, we're best friends. But I can see Domani as the J. Cole successor, right? So we've got Keem, we've got Domani. These are the future people that we should be looking at,
mhm,
right?
mhm. Yep,
Because
yep.
as much as I love Kendrick so much. I love him. I don't know what he's gonna say on his next album. I don't know. Like you've
Yeah.
said just about everything. Like I don't know what else you're gonna say. I'm gonna listen to it, but I don't know what else you're gonna say. But I think that the way that he shows up on Keem's projects is like I can just do this and I'm gonna let him do it. I'm gonna let him shine or whatever. What
I know, I know. I know,
this
I
just
can't
proves to me this proves to me that I am correct in that I want to see all the things that you're telling me this man does. He's just not doing it. He's just not doing it. Domani got next. He's got next. I'm reading
yeah,
the lyrics to Miss Jackson, and the way that he's just calm, cool, collected, just well, he started, he was like, "Am I overreacting or is this valid?" And then he just goes into like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, wait, hold on. Tell me if I'm bugging.
am I tripping? Yeah.
Right. And then he's just like talking to us, talking to us about whatever, but
Mm,
like so calmly. Where I say, "Oh, J. Cole is boring," exact same shit, but it's not boring over here.
yeah. I don't want
It's not
I
boring.
wanna no,
Go ahead.
I like, again, I agree with you. I don't like hearing it, but I can't help but agree with you. I think that I don't wanna compare Domani to Cole because I don't think just Domani doesn't have the time yet. He doesn't
Yeah.
have the history yet. There's definitely a runway and the potential there. So we'll give him his time, but he showed me a lot. That's all Imma say.
Mhm.
He showed me a lot. He showed he showed us, and maybe it's a maybe it's a reflection, maybe it's a generational difference. If
What
you
do you
think
mean?
about the stereotypes of like what he would be like Gen
He's Gen
Z,
Z. Mhm.
right? The
Mhm.
Gen Z and the millennial difference and the intention, like kind of like the intentionality, but like the unmitigated gall that some of these Gen Zers have to be in spaces that they probably shouldn't be and shouldn't have access to. But when they get into those spaces, they act like they belong there. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like we see it online on TikTok and in so many spaces. But I feel like Domani did that. He was like, "Yeah, I belong in this conversation. Imma talk to this 50-year-old man like he's my
Mhm.
son,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna mean every word, and I'm not gonna get loud. I'm gonna respect the space that we're in, and
I'm gonna
I'm
be
not gonna
respectful of
curse."
you disrespectfully. Like he was so
Yeah,
polite with it. He was polite to his mom,
so polite. It
didn't
was
cr
so polite.
all the calmness, all the, you know what? I'm not gonna say I'm above this because I'm here, but while I'm here,
Right. Let
I'm
me
just
sit
gonna
down
be
and talk
me
to him.
here. And that's
Yeah,
sorry, I'm so sorry. I know you love him. I know Jermaine is your favorite. I know that. But Jermaine, that could have been his whole thing. I'm
it
above
could have
all of
been.
this.
I'm above. I don't know
I
what
am
these
the
niggas doing.
wise, all-seeing,
Right.
whatever, and I'm gonna talk to both of you guys about this,
Yeah.
about what I he didn't do that, which was to me, he's not capable of doing it.
He missed an opportunity. He really
He
did.
did. And he should even I looked, he's not he performed at Dreamville, but he's not part of Dreamville. He should be part of Dreamville.
But Dreamville has Jid, and Jid
Is
and
oh,
in terms of what do you mean?
all the ways that I've said
Oh yeah,
Domani showed up in that Cole
that's
space,
Jid.
did that?
Jid is next. Oh yeah, yeah. Listen to Jid's last. He's only had one solo album, I think. Yeah,
Okay, I'll do
his
that.
album. It was nominated for album of the year. It is phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, it was. God does like ugly?
Yes,
Okay.
phenomenal. It's a really good album. He's a really dope rapper. He's young and he kind of has a Cole-ish, Domani-ish type of flow, very conversational, doesn't,
Yeah.
elevate his voice up or down, great beat selection. And he's talking about stuff. Like
Mhm.
he has really good
Yeah.
content. Super dope. Oh, I want to give a shout out to you too
Who, me?
for pushing me to go back and listen to Baby Keem. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Dope
Yeah.
album. Album's crazy. Album's
Yeah.
crazy. And I
Did you watch
wasn't gonna listen. Huh?
did you watch the documentaries?
I have it's in my save list to watch when I'm on the plane next week. But
Was.
I wasn't gonna listen to it because I was like, well, Bossy don't know what she's talking about. Whatever. This shit's whack. But my homegirl called me and she's from Brooklyn, and we be vibing on the music, and like we all like, we be on some Brooklyn shit all day. And she called me, Kimmy, I gotta give her a shout out. Kimmy was like, Mike, I don't know what you're doing. She was like, I only call you if it's real. I was like, what? You okay? What's going on? She said, stop whatever you're doing right now. And she was like, the Baby Keem album is no skips. And I was like, wait, I was like, no skips? And
Yeah.
she was like, Mike? She's from Pink House in Brooklyn. She's like, word to Pink House. She's like, Baby Keem is that dude. You need to go listen to it. I was like, Kimmy, what are you talking about? I was like, you're doing a lot. She was like, trust me. And then I
Wow.
went back and listened. I was like, damn, Bossy was right. Bossy was right. It's a dope project. I didn't listen to it. I
So co
heard it, but I didn't listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's so cohesive. It's again, these 25-year-old rappers
I,
are in a
somebody
spot.
needs to go back and like they need to do naming conventions because it's just hard for me to take someone named Baby Keem seriously, like
I mean,
off
but
jump.
he was 19. He was the baby. You have to watch the documentary. He's the
Okay,
baby.
okay, okay, okay. I'll
He's
go
the
back listen.
family's baby. Like, you have to watch it. Like, it just really it really humanized him in a way that I didn't like his voice. I was like, "Oh, that's
Yeah,
Kendrick." I only like Baby Keem because I felt like he lets, Kendrick be silly and goofy and just, like, say shit just to say shit, because some shit that they think is funny. Like, they were laughing
is
in
that his
the street.
cousin or uncle? Are they cousin or uncle
He's his
nephew?
second cousin. They share a grandmother.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, they share a grandmother.
Send me that doc again because I was trying to find it and couldn't.
Wait, no. Wait, Baby Keem's grandmother is, I think, Kendrick's mom's sister, something like that. Like, they're cousins in a way that, like, it's
Okay.
connected, but, like, a little shuffly. That's what I think. And
Hmm.
I just read it recently, so I might be remembering it wrong. But, wait, what were you gonna say?
No, no, no. I would just ask what their relationship was. Did they
Oh,
grow
yeah.
up together? Like, did they grow up as cousins together? That kind of thing. Oh, okay,
You have to watch the documentary.
okay. But send
You
it
have
to
to
me. Yo,
watch.
I asked you to send me the doc. Send me the link because I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I will. It should be on his website. But yeah, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I just think it's the kind of I think we talked about this. It's the kind of hip hop that I not only like, but have grown to appreciate more, which is talk to me. Like, what's going on? Like, where are you from? Talk to me. Like, I love that as much as I love the party and bullshit stuff. And that's the thing too. When I think about like my relationship to hip hop, and this goes all the way back because I've been seeing a bunch of like MC Hammer shit on my For You page for some reason. I loved MC
That's
Hammer back
random.
in the day.
Of
I
course, yeah.
loved that man because he fit like in a space. Like, I loved MC Hammer, I loved Arrested Development, I loved Public Enemy. Like these are like I love Kid and Play. Like, there were places for all of these things for every
Hmm.
section and faction of where I was as a person, just all of
Hmm.
it. And I miss the fact that we don't have all of that to choose from, and we don't get to like all of that stuff anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, we don't get to like this and that. It's gotta be one or the other. And I don't like that. I wanna hear what you have to say. What are you talking about? What happened
yeah.
to you at work today?
I agree.
Tell me
I
everything.
agree. As silly, I mean, not silly, but as universal as MC Hammer was, I remember listening to his album and he was saying some shit on there. Like it just wasn't, let's get it started. Like he was
The shit
really
holds up.
rapping.
Listen to them today. It all holds up. All of
Yeah,
it.
that
It still sounds like something. It's not like, well, no, because I listen to Dawes Effects pretty regularly as well. What
really?
to say, is
Wow.
that Dawes Effects where they're just diggity, diggity? I was like, no, I do listen to Dawes Effects quite often, actually.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah, yeah.
song came
But
up on my shuffle the other day? Renee.
Lost Boys? That
I
song was
love it.
fire. I don't care. That song was that was a
I love
beast
that. But again, he just told us about this girl he met on the train on his way to
that I
John
met one
Jay.
day. Right, yeah.
Yes. He had the hairdo of pain. Like, tell me about your day, and then she dies. Sorry. But I love that storytelling shit. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Tell me a
Lost
story
Boys. That
about
was
your
a good
life.
time. I saw them in concert at somehow and reason they came to JMU in the 90s, which is bizarre, but that was a good show.
Yeah, I love them.
So did Cut Close. You remember Cut Close?
Yeah, I do remember
Wait,
Cut Close.
was it weren't they with R. Kelly in them? R. Kelly, I like the way you tease me, and I like the way is that
Remember
Cut
when R. Kelly
Close?
was part of R. Kelly in a public announcement? That's where I was introduced to
Yes.
Cut.
Like with the K, I
Yeah, yeah.
think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I li is that
I
them?
did you were on did you follow Cadillac Chronicles on TikTok or Instagram?
Mm-mm. I don't think so.
It's just this page where they're literally in a Cadillac, and it's just like
Oh, yeah.
Money
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
B.
yeah, yeah.
Money B
Yeah,
was on it the other day. Money B, who is vastly underrated. Money B, the freaky deaky, squeaky clean.
whoa! I haven't even heard that name in years.
I loved him. I've always loved him. His verse on "I Get Around," his verse on "Same Song," his verse
Oh,
on
yeah. He was a spitter. He was a rapper. Yeah, he could rap.
what was that song? Uh, "Kiss Me and I'll Kiss You Back."
Yeah,
Yeah,
uh-huh, uh-huh.
what's that song called?
Kiss You Back, I think.
Is it?
I
Okay,
think
whatever.
so.
All that to say, hip hop will never die.
Wait, Cut Close is going on tour? Like, they're on tour right now. That's that's bizarre.
Where?
They're gonna be in
It's
North Carolina in, like, 2 weeks. Oh, man, that's
oh,
funny.
oh, I think I got it cut close. You know how I was thinking about? I was thinking about Dana Dane for some reason. For
Dana
some reason,
Dane?
close, my mind went to Dana Dane. I don't know why.
Okay.
It just did. But cut close. Yeah, I did. Did you see did you see, New Edition? I thought you were gonna go to that concert. Did they show up?
My how did yes, I have a hot take.
Take it.
That was top 2 or 3 concerts I've ever been to in my life.
Oh, Top Good.
Yes.
Okay, okay, I hear you. That's not a hot take. Everybody said that. I thought we
No,
were
it
argue.
was amazing. It was so, so good. Got to see them in Charlotte. Of course, there's New Edition, Boyz II Men, and Tony Braxton. It was the perfect show for, like, our age. It was the perfect show for, like, their age too, like, for, like, where they are as performers. I'm sure, it wasn't as, in terms of the movement, like, New Edition was, they're almost 60. Like,
Yeah,
let's keep it real.
yeah.
But the energy, they sold out the Charlotte arena, the basketball arena, Charlotte Hornets arena, sold out show.
I see
It
it.
was almost a perfect show. It was very, very well done. The way that they, it wasn't like Tony Braxton opened, then Boyz II Men, and then they closed.
And
They
they
were
they
kind of
round
like
robined it,
doing,
right?
yeah, they round robined it, and the glue to it all was Boyz II Men. So, which I think I said on here, like I was the fifth member of Boyz II Men, if you didn't know. So, like, it was Nate, Mike, Sean, Juan, and the other Mike, me, right? Like, no exact. Ask anybody. Like, I used to dress up like Boyz II Men. I used to wear jean shorts, button-up shirts, ties, and vests and
Composure.
hats to school, like regularly, all the way to college. Like, this is not like when I was a kid. Like, I was in college doing this. And so seeing them together and just the energy, like they're all in like great shape, Boyz II Men. They sounded great. They
Mm,
were just, the energy that they had. It felt like watching a brother on stage. It
mhm,
was
mhm.
just so dope. Tony Braxton sounded great, looked amazing.
I love that
Um,
opening song. Uh, I don't know
that
if it's really even out. "We're going out tonight."
Yeah, I think they made it for this event, for this show.
Okay, because it's definitely not on streaming. It's a good song. I've seen it and not seen it, I
You
haven't
saw the concert?
no, I don't go to concerts. I saw it online. I don't do concerts.
You don't do concert?
I don't. too many people that I can't control with my mind, not at all. Actually, my fear of being trampled starts with Diddy, actually.
Oh my
That's
god.
first I was like, "Oh, I don't wanna be trampled to death." But anyway, um, what was I gonna say? Bobby. Like, how was Bobby up close?
Bobby up close was good. You know what I mean? Like, he sang his ass off. Like, I was thinking for a second that all of them, all of New Edition was gonna be that they were gonna be singing over a track or, like,
Mm,
singing or they like, lip syncing through some parts. They were singing, no track.
really?
I could not believe it. I was like, "They lip syncing. They sound too clear. They sound nah, something ain't right." They were singing, and they sounded good. Bobby sounded good. He was hitting the notes. He
Mhm.
couldn't move like the other 5 members of New Edition, but, he did his
Domani.
thing. Yeah, he did his thing, like, he was, pumping the air, and he had this one line, I'm sure you probably seen it, where he was like, "Oh, y'all wanna see me dance? Y'all wanna see
Yeah,
me dance? Google me." Like, that was
yeah,
dope, he dropped the mic, like,
yeah.
was
So,
the
I
appropriate energy for men of their age and women of their age, and just, like, it was a party for 3 hours. They
it
performed for
was, like,
3
so much fun.
hours.
But you know what remember a couple of weeks ago after Bad Bunny, we're like, "Oh, anybody else who does the Super Bowl, they're gonna have to da da." I feel like they could do Boyz II Men, New Edition, and Tony Braxton and just perform, make that a concert. I'm not gonna ask you to talk
They
about
really
racism.
could. No, they
Just
really could.
I really my sister says she pitches them every
Really.
Super Bowl. But just like Usher went on that run the year before he was asked to do the Super Bowl because he was
Mhm.
trying to show, "I can do the Super Bowl. I've I can do this." And they
Yeah,
got him
yeah,
for that.
yeah.
So I feel like especially because 'cause they're nominated for,
Hall of
Rock and Roll
Fame.
Hall of Fame. Yeah,
That's
so I feel
right,
like
yeah.
right now is just their time. It's just their time, and I would love to see them at the Super Bowl because
I didn't even think about that at the
they
Super
are the
Bowl.
greatest band of
Gotta
all time,
be. Gotta be.
all
Yeah,
time. No other
yeah.
group has ever had so many spin-offs within the group that were also really successful, and then
Yep.
come back together, and it's all the members. There's no so
All
and so got kicked out and replaced. None of that. They're all together. They're
phenomenal. They are there is a direct connection between them and Boys to Men. Like,
oh, yeah,
they're the
Michael
same,
Bivins.
Boys to Men ABC DVD.
Yeah.
It was just, I
East
mean
Coast family.
right, it was just so
Do
good.
you
It
remember the
was
Biv 10 posse?
Def Jam Posse?
The Biv 10 posse.
Yeah, absolutely. With the basketball jerseys? Absolutely, I do.
That whole, like, the whole
The
Michael Bivins
conglomerate.
connection. Yeah, I love that song so much. It's not on Spotify.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, yeah, so Michael Bivins, Boyz II Men, and Boyz II
Mhm.
Men was, like, on a serious like, they had their moment of just the insane run.
Yeah,
It's
for
crazy to
20-year
me
run.
it's crazy to me singers from our generation had
Mhm.
these insane runs that people now wouldn't understand. 'Cause there's so many people say, "Oh, no, that was an insane run too. Oh, no, the Boyz II Men was killing it for oh my god, Bobby Brown, all different." There were so many, like, huge runs that we
Yeah,
just don't
yep.
see anymore. We don't see that
Mhm.
anymore. I'm
Yeah.
gonna blame Your Boy for that, but
Puffy? Who?
yeah,
Drake? Get outta here.
right. Drake
Drake had a run, had a
Drake
15-year run.
sucks the energy and the air out of everything. He should have had, like, maybe 2 or 3 years. He's had 15 years. You know how much happens in 15 years? It's supposed to happen in 15 years? Not
Yeah,
Drake the entire time, I know that.
that was just his run. I would no, that was just his run.
No, he
He earned that
wasn't.
he earned a
15
good
years?
10 years of that run. There were 5 years of that
He
run that
earned
he
it
probably should have
more
had.
than other people who didn't have runs that long.
I
Michael
think
Jackson
so.
didn't have a 15-year run.
Yeah, of course he did. Michael Jackson?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. There
Michael
was th
Jackson?
what I'm saying by run is the same level of of the same numbers, whatever numbers you wanna use for, like, a stretch of time. The same number ones. Mm. Off the Wall to Thriller to Bad, insane run.
Yeah.
Everything after that was less than that. I mean, it's Michael Jackson, so you couldn't whatever, but, like, that's a run you can talk about. Those are the runs that I'm talking about. He didn't
Yeah.
have a 15-year straight run, an
I think
album
Dra
every year.
I don't th I think Drake had a t a clear 10-year run that he earned and deserved. The last 5 years were a little they were a little rock, but I feel like an undeniable, I'm talking, not my favorite songs, but the God's Plan run, all those things. But yeah, that I just can't say enough about that show. I have 3 concerts that I think that my top 3 concerts. Glow in the Dark, Kanye.
Oh,
This
okay.
one I
Well,
think is
hello.
number 2.
Mm.
Number 2 is Boyz II Men New Edition, Tony Braxton, and number 3 is Watch the Throne.
Oh, wow.
Seeing Kanye and Jay like that, though, like you talk about moments when you're watching and you're like, I'm watching something that I is like I shouldn't be here almost. Like this
Mhm.
is too good. It's too much. It's too
Yeah.
much entertainment. That's what it was like watching this New Edition show. There were several
Wow.
times that I looked at Danielle like, what the fuck? Like, we've been dancing for 3 hours
Love
to
it.
songs to Candy Girl. Like, what is happening? It was
I wish
crazy. It
we
was
could make
really
concerts because that energy you can't get just watching. I
you
wish I did more.
can't. Man, this
I
this
don't
it
like
was good.
concerts. Don't like it. Let me just correct myself before we get letters and
Oh, what did you do?
SMS. I am not saying that Michael Jackson didn't
Oh,
have a run. That's
oh
not
god,
what
my
I'm saying.
computer's about to die.
I'm not saying he oh, is it about time? I'm
Hold on.
not saying
Keep
I'm
talking.
saying he's the greatest entertainer of all time. I'm not taking that away. I'm talking
Mhm.
about, like, popularity as far as mainstream popularity. There was a dip for Michael Jackson, and then he came back up after he passed away, but, like, there was a dip. So I'm not saying that Michael Jackson isn't great or he's not the greatest of all I'm not saying that at all. I'm talking about popularity and shifts in culture and where the mainstream culture went. That's what I'm talking about when I say run.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
had
think, yeah,
run.
I know
Kid
what you mean
Play
by
had
that.
run. Like, they had did you remember the Kid and Play cartoon?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So do you hear what I'm
Absolutely.
saying about, like, these people that we came up with and how
Yeah.
insane what they did was,
But
only for
here's the
us to get
difference
to this
too.
point and people are like, "Well, go ahead."
Here's the difference though. Not the difference, but here's the perspective that I think we might miss because of our age. Because what Michael Jackson was to us, Drake is that for kids that are,
Right. You so
10
much
to
for being here. We'll
no,
see you next
not
week.
not for us, for them, absolutely. I mean, I don't agree. I think that's crazy, but it is. He is that to
That
them.
makes me sad. That makes me sad.
He for better, for
That makes me
worse. He's the
wow.
same way that for our generation, Michael Jackson's such a unique
Yeah.
because he was a child star. So, my mom, had references to Michael Jackson when he was 8. So, but the same way, I'm trying to think of another generational run like that. But
It
Drake,
doesn't exist.
your nieces and nephews know about Drake and your grandma might know about Drake. That is even the name recognition. It means something. He's not the best entertainer and not by far the best rapper, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna think about this and then come back next week with a retort because I feel like there's a flaw in that. But what I will say though is people also forget that Michael Jackson was the level of popular he was when we had to go to the store and get his album. We had to go there and get it. We didn't have to pick up
Right.
our phones and just press play. We had to go and get it. So if he
Yeah.
has numbers that rival people where you just press play on your phone, no one's ever gonna do that. I was trying to explain to somebody that they used to premiere his videos on primetime television.
For real. That was wild. That was wild.
Nobody is getting that done.
Here here's
Nobody.
the here's the case where we all knew that Michael Jackson was different. I remember watching TV at the age of 7 or 8, waiting for that Pepsi commercial to come on where with the Michael Jackson
Yes.
Pepsi. I was like, "Please let the Pepsi commercial come
Yes.
on." A commercial, a 30-second commercial that probably ruined his life when he got burnt up in that joint, but,
Well,
like, I
right.
was Was
we used to wait
waiting
for the
for that
commercial,
commercial.
and then we used to pray that it was the full commercial,
The
the whole thing with
That's right.
Alfonso, all of it. I drank
Yo,
Pepsi. I still prefer Pepsi because of Michael Jackson.
is that why I prefer Pepsi over Coca-Cola to this
I
day?
know it's directly because of did Jordan have a Pepsi commercial? Or was he Coke?
He was Gatorade. Be Like Mike was Gatorade. I wanna be like Mike. That was the Gatorade commercial.
Let me tell you how I sing that jingle almost weekly. I loved it like it was a real song.
Oh, yeah. It was a song, like, that was just the chorus, but it had a song in the beginning, like a
Sometimes
verse.
I dream, it's
Sometimes
me,
I dream.
it's me. You gotta
Saw that
believe
thing
that's
that
what I dream to
you
be.
to be.
I dream I move,
Dream I
dream
move.
I
I
dream
dream
I
I
groove.
grew like
I
Mike. What?
be like, I wanna be like oh, such a good song.
Yeah,
Everything was
yeah.
better when we were growing up. I don't
It
care.
was. So that's the same way we
Everything's
feel
better.
about those people. That's how people feel about Drake.
Stop.
Like it
I
or
ref
not, like, it's not us. I can't say many things negatively about Drake to Ellington. Like, that's it.
oh,
Like, from when he was 0 to
yeah.
last year, like, he's the reference for popular music.
Yeah,
The same
I'm
way
being
Michael, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I'm being a curmudgeon, but 'cause I hate that for them. I really
That's
truly do.
they don't have
But
anybody
yeah,
else.
it is that. But I really would like to put him the same way I was talking about Cole a couple of weeks. I would love to put Drake in a place where you we had to go and get his album. Like, you had to go to the store and get it. And
Mhm.
whether or not his run, his level of popularity would hold up if we had to be inconvenienced to purchase his music. Not just him, like a lot of people, I wonder.
Yeah,
I think Beyonce would be fine. I think Bruno would be fine. Ugh. Did you listen to Bruno's album?
hated it. I really didn't like it.
I didn't listen to it. For the first time, I usually pre-order, I'm ready to go. I was like,
It
"Y'all
was
made him
really boring. It was a you say Mexican?
they made him Mexican." They were on his head so bad about 24 Karat Magic and Silk Sonic, he was like, "Fine, I'm Mexican now."
The album is I mean, it's not a bad album. It's just it's boring. It's kinda flat to me. It just sound
But
like
that's not
Bruno
Bruno.
Mars. Yeah, it's just sound like Bruno Mars. Something you were just saying, what was it? What were you saying before that?
That people
Uh,
see the level of popularity if we have to be inconvenienced to get their music.
oh, yeah, yeah, going to the store, going to the store. With think about this when it comes to Drake. This is not a Drake the Drake, podcast, Drake Save a Drake, podcast, but when Drake entered the chat, he was a refresher. He was uh a wipe the slate clean kind of artist, and he did it really, really well. And I actually went back because there was an argument online saying that the So Far Gone mixtape is one of the best mixtapes of all time. And I was like, that's a stretch. But I went back and listened to it. That So Far Gone mixtape is really, really good. And he's doing things that at that time were just not being done. He was singing for real. He wasn't singing well, but he was singing. He wasn't like rap singing. He was like
High hopes for
melodies.
Drake. I'm not gonna argue with that. I had high
You know what I'm
hopes for
saying?
Drake
So
from
I
the very
feel like
beginning.
what he did,
Comeback
and he
season was when I liked comeback season.
comeback season. I mean, even that, and what he did for up until where did he go left? Maybe uh the one where he was on top of the Toronto Space Needle.
Yes, 6.
Views. That's when it was like, all right, okay. That was like I feel like the last like, all right, Jake, like go take a seat for a little while and let someone else in.
And he
But
didn't.
that run, that was 10 years from So Far Gone to Views. Views was 2017, 16.
Views was jeez, man, had a lot of albums. Good Jesus. He had a lot of albums. Hold on. So, So Far Gone was 2009,
Mhm.
and then Views from the Sixth was
17.
do you think that he's ever gonna drop Iceman?
I think he's about to. I think we're supposed to maybe next week, week after.
Oh, really?
I think he's been turning up like his marketing. machine is moving. Like he put up some post actually today, I think.
Wait, hold on. So
That's
you said So Far Gone was
mhm.
2009
Something like that. Yeah, comeback season so far gone. I just remember I was working at
and
University of
Views was
Maryland.
2016.
Is that right? 16?
Views is 2016.
Okay.
Thank Me Later, Take Care.
You see what I'm saying? He got I mean,
Yeah, I see it, but, like,
I just think with what we know is like we're rating or reviewing Drake based on what we know about him now, and then going back and rewriting his history leading up to it. So it's like,
that's not
you
happening.
know,
That's not
I
true.
I think
That's
that's
not
a little bit of what's happening, and it's the same way. Like we want, you were just saying, you want growth and you want to see a trajectory of where Cole's been. I think what we have with Drake is a very clear line and a trajectory. I just don't think we like where it ended up. We see where he started. He started as a rapper, he started as someone that really loved the culture, and he grew into this mega star that is kind of like directionless and soundless.
well,
We
he
just don't
regressed.
like where he ended up.
He regressed.
I think he
He
is
didn't
the
grow.
perfect example and a mirror of what social media culture is. Like and we didn't even talk about the topic you wanted to before we got
Yeah,
on, but I
yeah.
think that he almost like represents that. He
Yeah,
represents this like this kid that was all about the culture and all about, people and talking rap about Memphis and his family. And then now he's like this like cultureless, white leaning, colorless
cult
entity.
cultureless is crazy because that is so accurate, and I'd never put it in that term. It's so clear. Cultureless is so clear.
Cultureless.
That is so clear. I don't know why I never thought about it in those terms, though.
And I don't even blame him. No, wait, let me say that. I do blame him. I just don't
Me too.
think
Literally.
that yeah, I do blame him, like, because who else would we blame? But I think that I don't know. I think that all artists go through the same trajectory. I think the same thing that we saw from Kanye, like they get to this point where it's like they can't fit in any culture and they become their own world and things are revolving around them. And
Yeah.
only people that have like people that have been around them since childhood. That's why I think Jay was able to withstand all that because he's talking about Tata in every song. He's talking about Bleak. He's talking about Emery. We all know his friends, like they're our friends.
Mhm.
Who have you heard about Kanye talk about ever in his life from his family besides his
And that
mom?
yeah, that's a conversation that we have all the time, which is that he has no anchor.
Duh,
He has no
exactly.
anchor. And, even with Kendrick has Mike Bivins? No. Day Free. I don't know why I said Mike Bivins. That was crazy. I don't know why that came out. Mike Bivins. Got Day Free.
Yeah.
Um, who does Cole have? I'm not being funny, I'm literally asking. Who does Cole have? Who's his person?
See,
He
you
doesn't have
might
a
be
person?
onto something.
He doesn't have a person?
There's not one person I can think about that J.
Not even
Cole
from
talks
college.
about.
He went to college. Not even from college.
Yo, you might be onto something. He doesn't have anybody that I can think that
Ev
I know of
I'm just going by based on the fall off. Everyone he spoke to was somebody who he saw in passing and hasn't talked to since he saw
and
them,
had to reconnect with, right?
and had to connect and find out what was going on in the neighborhood. And when Dave, god dang, when Drake
Who?
first came out, he
Uh-huh.
had people. He had people, if I remember correctly, he had Keisha that he was always talking about. He
Oh, yeah,
had
I mean, he always talked about his producer,
40.
40. Yeah, like, that was his boy, he would always mention, like, people around him in Toronto that we didn't know, but he was talking about local people,
Mm.
and then I think when he became who he became, all of his people were like other stars. So it was like 21, it was
Oh,
Party Next Door, it was,
all his big
but
brothers recently, like,
but
just think of
yeah,
some
that
not
might
your
be
brother.
something though. That
Okay,
might be
we'll talk about
something.
it next week. I was about to start a whole new conversation. We'll talk about it next week.
No, I really want to talk about it. We'll talk about it next week.
We'll
But
talk
to
about it
give
next
people
It's
to
evergreen.
give people a lead into what we were going to talk about so they can watch next week. Give them
What was
give
it?
them a give them
I
a
can't remember
the
what was it. Hanifa?
about, yeah, 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 and just like how black people be
Hanifa?
acting white online.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna talk about how since social media became as popular as it is, black people a lot of black people stopped operating as black people, the way that our culture moves, and started moving like white people. Which is a lot of the conversations that are being had about how you treat your family, your parents, how to move in like a job situation as black people, stuff that we had to do because we know what's at stake. And now people are like moving like, oh, I don't have to speak to my coworkers. White people don't speak to their coworkers. I'm like, okay, let's back up.
Mm,
Let's
mhm,
talk about what
mhm.
we can and cannot do and the reason why. My sister and I had a conversation about this too, about the way that we dressed. Not we, but you saw, I think it was a Super Bowl, that reporter who had on, like, the shorts.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to make
Yeah.
that reaction, but yeah, I saw it. Sorry.
Mary Jane, oh my god.
Sorry. I showed it to my wife. Yes, I saw it. I did happen to see that.
A lot of people are like, "Oh, if she was white, no one would care." It's like, "Yeah, because she wouldn't have this body." I'm sorry, our body comes with us, and we have to
Mhm,
consider that. So, like, that's the conversation I wanna have. Like, there's certain things, not because we're holding ourselves back, not because we're lesser than, because we're different, and we need to go back to realizing that we are different and
mhm,
talk about
mhm.
what that means instead.
It's almost like reverse whitewashing. It's like
Revitiligo.
it's cultural revitiligo. It really is, though. It really is. It really is. Okay, no, that's good. I can't. I really want to talk about that today, but we'll talk about it next week, though. We'll talk about it next week. Man, it was a great episode, Bossy. As always, y'all, listen to us wherever you are listening to us. I gotta get better at doing
Yeah. We
this
have to
closeout.
start reading the comments because we want people to comment. So we have to
we
read them. We
we
have
do.
to.
We do. Next week we're gonna start. We're gonna read comments and we're gonna talk about
But every single week,
cultural
yeah,
cultural
next
revitiligo.
week. Definitely next week.
All right, y'all. Well, next week I'm going to be in Austin, so we got to figure out when we're going to record next week. I guess I
Mm,
could record in Austin. Yes, that'll be easy. All right, y'all. We'll keep finding the truth in the chaos, the clarity in the culture, and the joy in the journey, and we'll holla
you just
at
broke
you.
up. It's over.
What did I for real? I'm not there no more.
You're breaking up. I didn't
Oh,
you're
well,
there, but you broke up too. So,
see you next
all
week
right,
or whatever.
bye.
Bye. See you next week or whatever.